Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my video. Just want to do this video on the Thunderbolt warning lights that I had on my dash of my Chrysler 300. So basically, I was driving, and what happened was the car went into limp mode, where I had no power for maybe like 5 seconds, regardless of how much I pressed on the accelerator, how I pressed it all the way to the floor, and I had no power. And then the situation reversed itself. I mean, I got some, so I got no power, and then got a little bit of power back. Got no power, got a little bit of power back. It went to limp mode. Basically, it went to limp mode. All right, I was able to still drive it for short distances, and it kept on cycling into limp mode until I pulled to the side of the road. I was obviously concerned about the situation, seeing as how the light came on, and also I had my check engine light pop up. So basically, if that happens, where you get that Thunderbolt warning light, it pretty much tells you that your car's computer is having trouble reading the throttle body. It's either having issues reading the throttle body, or there's some issues communicating with the throttle body. It's the car's computer is reading something different from what the throttle body is reading. Now, I was able to turn it off, pretty much turn it off, and then turn it back on, and I was able to drive it. The issue went away. I was able to drive it. The lights were still on. I was able to drive it, until the next time it happens. And this is not on. It's not doing that all the time. All right. I'd be able to drive it, normally, and then it happens again at various times. I kept on driving it like that until a couple of days later, where it would consistently go into limp mode, and at that point, I had my questions on whether it was the throttle body that was causing it. An issue with the car's PCM, car's computer, whether it may be a fuse that blew with the PCM, but it wasn't any of that stuff. And it did generate a code. I think the code read something with the idle sensor. I did have an issue with the idling in park. In park, it was idling higher than normal, and when I put it in drive, I would notice that the car was inching forward. So, it was idling higher than normal. That was another issue. So basically, the fix for this was, I knew it had something to do with the throttle body, idling issues, etc. Maybe it needed some cleaning and stuff like that. So I did go and clean the throttle body. I did take the intake off, sprayed some foaming substance around the throttle body. It was dirty, all right. Cleaned it. Was hoping that took care of the issue, all right. It foamed up, took some paper towel, wiped it. The throttle body was clean, because I did take the throttle body off to clean it on both sides. It was 100% clean. Put it back in. put everything back together, clear all the codes, etc., and drove it, but unfortunately the issue did still come up. There was still an issue because it would still go into limp mode. The lightning bolt light, came on again, and the check engine light came on again, had the same issue of limp mode, and it kind of worked better, this time around when, I would turn a car off, turn it back on, turn it car off, turn it back on. All right. At that point, I knew that wasn't the problem. As far as adjusting the throttle body, I did the trick where you would adjust the throttle body by doing a couple of things. You guys can look it up on how to adjust the throttle body with the Chrysler 300. It didn't work, and that didn't work. So at that point I was like, okay, it's probably time to get a new throttle body. I knew 100% for a fact that when this situation comes up, it has 100% to do with the throttle body. Communication between the car's computer, it's either the car's computer or the throttle body. It's probably the throttle body. Like 99% sure your throttle body has some kind of issue. All right. So basically, I actually bought a brand new throttle body. I popped it in, and pretty much reset everything. And after that, drove it around, and haven't had that issue come up since. Haven't had the issue come up with the lightning bolt. Haven't had the issue come up with the check engine light. None of that had issues with none of that after that. So it was fixed. Haven't had that issue since. I've driven it a couple thousand miles. Have had no issues whatsoever with that Thunderbolt warning light or any check engine light pertaining to that issue. So if you guys have any issues with the Thunderbolt warning light coming on your Chrysler, just know that there is, at the very least, a miscommunication between the car's PCM and the throttle body. But chances are good that if you have that warning light and the check engine light, the code that comes up for that is probably, it's gonna pop up as some kind of vacuum leak. And you're probably going to try to find a vacuum leak. And if there is no vacuum leak, and even if you guys do have a vacuum leak, it's probably not that. It's like 99% sure if you guys have that situation, you guys should probably change out the throttle body. It's probably the throttle body that is that is having issues, that needs to be replaced. And if you guys are reading this and you guys have similar experiences with this particular issue, you guys want to leave a comment, leave a comment in the comment section regarding this. Please give me a thumbs up if you guys if this has helped you guys out in any way, and please subscribe, guys. All right, take care.